You don't know what it is yet.
I haven't read it.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
We're here. Hello, my happy quilters. We're so glad to be with you here again today, Wednesday afternoon, for the Marcia and Joy Show, coming at you live from Pine Needles Quilt and Sew in Rochester, Minnesota. We are so glad that you could join us to kick off the second half of your week right here with us.
I know, I'm so excited.
We've got some kind of fun things happening. We got some few new things in here. We got a better table. We're not on that little bitty card table anymore.
We got some
fun new chairs.
So we don't squeak.
Yes, and they're soft.
And they're tall.
And we also have the stuff to hang everything from the ceiling and the walls. So maybe next time we'll have this little room complete, our little filming room. So,
I thought she was going to talk about all the new stuff we have on the table.
We are going to talk about all that. But first, okay, so if you're new to us here today, we want you to like, comment, and share for chances to win a $10 certificate from our store.
Yes.
And if you do all three, then you, of course, have 3 chances to win. One lucky winner will get the winner of the trivia question, which we'll be doing later today. We'll get the first one, and the other 2 will be randomly chosen through Rafflecopter, and the winners are always announced on our weekly email, which I think is coming out on Friday.
Yep. We should be back to smooth sailing on Fridays.
Maybe.
It could be Sunday.
We were going to last time on Sunday. Well, anyways, it doesn't really matter. But watch the weekly emails for all the details of things that are going on here. And then if you're a winner, too, you for sure want to check.
That's right.
To get to the most important things first. Oh, also, if you, we have a link to the page where you can view any things that we have featured today. And if you choose to buy, you'll just have to click them there. Susie will be posting the page. We do want you to relax and have fun and watch what we're doing.
Yeah,
and
you can
go
shop later.
Any other time, or you can shop during too. I think some people have it on their phone that they got us down here in the corner and then they could shop here.
They're high tech.
Yeah, so, but anyways, it's all about fun and showing you some of the new things. The most important thing, though, is that we always feature
the bestest.
A joke or two.
Funniest joke.
One of the funniest jokes ever. And we are starting in a new month. This is the first Wednesday of April. So our theme this month is going to follow the cats. And of course it should be dogs.
Horses? Oh.
Dogs!
Okay. All the possibilities.
I know. So the dogs jokes for this month, we're featuring dog jokes. And my goodness, there are some really good ones out there.
Oh, good. I can't wait to hear them.
I'm just saying, do you know what's more amazing than a talking dog?
I don't know what's more amazing.
A spelling bee.
A spelling bee. I was just telling her before we started I hadn't heard her joke yet for this week. And then, see, that's what it...
And also, I got one more.
Oh, you do? But wait, there's more.
I'm just full. Yeah, wait, there's more.
Okay, what is it?
Double your fun.
Okay.
Why are dogs such terrible dancers?
Why are dogs such terrible dancers?
Because they have 2 left feet.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
So make sure you share those jokes with all your friends and share the site for another chance to win a certificate, because it doesn't get any better than that, folks.
All right, so the joke's on me today, though, really.
Okay.
Okay, so I was going to show you all about the sewing social today. I was going to show you the kit, the finishing kit, all of the things that we have, the blocks. Now, this actually has started April 1st, but it's pre-orders now, and then things are going to start shipping May 1st. The joke's on me, though, because I had it hanging in my living room in a place where we do the photography. So I took it off that quilt rack.
Yes.
And I put it, and we brought the truck yesterday because we had cabinets to deliver. So I put it on the back seat of the truck, the quilt that I needed for today that really was going to be hanging here. And now today we brought the car.
And your quilts are, of course,
still in the back seat of the truck.
You know, we have a saying sometimes here, you just can't have nothing
I know,
nice.
so we went to Plan B. But I probably will have a separate little live or a recording about that earlier in the week next week or maybe later in the week, because next week for this show I have an appointment at 12:30 to get my last COVID shot, so I am not going to miss that. So Joy will have a guest.
But I'll be here.
She will be here. We'll have a guest. It'll either be Gina or Susie. I don't know if Susie can manage everything at the same time.
I don't know. We'll figure it. It will be a mystery.
We will see.
But we should talk about Sewing Social anyway. I know you're going to talk about it, but maybe they've never heard about it. They could order even in preview, couldn't they? They
could. I'm going to have all the links when I do my thing, though. But Sewing Social is an awesome thing. I think this is our 4th year. It's 11 other quilt shop friends of mine, and we are all friends together from across the United States. And we started doing this before online was so popular.
Right. Like in the last year.
So you get 12 different blocks from the 12 different shops, and each of the 12 different shops have a different finishing option too. And ours this year is a pattern by our good friend Doug Lico. So we're kind of excited about that as well. But there will be more information on the Sewing Social because I really want you to see the fabrics. I want you to see the quilt. I want you to see everything. But that is really a fun thing. Now, because of COVID, because of the delayed shipping and the fabrics, it's an exclusive line of fabrics just for the 12 shops that we have ordered. They have not landed. I mean, they're in port out on the East Coast someplace, and we don't have the fabrics, but
they're in a cargo ship.
They are. So it's pre-orders until we have the fabrics. May 1st, everything will be shipping. But because of that, usually it's all of April and all of May. The shop hop has been extended through June 30th too. So there's still plenty of time to get in on it. So I don't feel terrible bad that I don't have the stuff for it today.
But something to look forward to next week when the awesomest part of the team here is gone.
Absolutely. So these just came in, and I have been waiting. Susie told me that these 2 books, if you want to show those.
I'm going to show these, and I just saw these a moment ago, and I went, oh, crumb, I need these both.
They are awesome.
Not
new books
crumb, in a bad
way. We have been using the scraps. This one's Scrap School. The other one we did was Scrap Bag or something.
Right.
But this is from all the designers of Moda, Lisa Alexander. So this is the next one. It's Scrap School. There are some totally awesome quilts in here. This is a for sure book you're going to want to have. Susie has the link for it in the comments, and it's also on her page. These are just hot off the press. We just opened the boxes minutes ago.
I know.
Grabbed 2 copies. I think.
I'm just saying, I've been admiring this one by Lisa Bonjean. It's been on Instagram, and I have been anxiously waiting. Now, I think this was Lisa Bonjean. Hopefully I didn't give the wrong author.
Well, you better check.
I better check. Excuse me. Good Run. That's why it's exciting, because she's a Minnesota girl.
She is.
But
Lisa's a Wisconsin gal, which is just across the border.
And she does have a quilt in here, too. I've been admiring. I just got the 2 confused.
Yeah, and the gals from Country Threads. Do you remember Country Threads in Garner, Iowa?
Yes.
I think they have a quilt in here as well. This is an awesome new book. You're for sure going to want it, and we'll ship it off to you, or you can pick it up in the store.
And Scrap School.
Which Scrap School is this one.
Do I need to show more goodies?
And the other one, this is Top the Table. Now, this is another one by all the designers at Moda, and it's got just some really, go ahead, beautiful table toppers in it. And I believe they're donating part of the proceeds to this to some good cause, too. I can't remember exactly what it was, but 17 table runners in there, I believe. This one has a dozen different quilts. So $27.99, how much we can pay easily $10 to $12 for one pattern.
I know, and you have a plethora of great
patterns. And the same with
patterns.
these, and this book is how much?
$26.99.
$26.99, 17 patterns. What I love about these books, too, is that everything is in color.
I know.
And step by step.
And they're timeless.
They do really a nice job. Moda does a very nice job of their books.
Right. And look at these campfire marshmallows.
Oh, geez.
We need that one, don't we?
We need all of this. So
yes.
We need to move on.
We need to move on.
Even though you're drooling, stop it.
I'll make sure no one gets the Joy drooled on books.
I'm just teasing. She's not. All right, so those are 2 notes.
Not visibly, anyway.
We also have these pillowcases. We used to keep pillowcases on hand all the time. We've been so darn busy.
Speaking of drooling.
I know. Anyways, these are some fun pillowcase kits that we have just made. This is for the little guys. Now these are standard size pillowcases. But isn't this cute? This is Diggers and Dumpers from Michael Miller fabric. And I just love this one.
That one, yes.
It can be for big boys too.
I was going to say, does it have to be just little boys?
I know, it's really, really, really cute.
And you know, it can be a great wrapping for a gift. You know, don't spend the money on paper. Don't tell the gift industry, but buy fabric and put your gift in a pillowcase.
Oh, and pillowcases. Is it you who sent your college kids a new pillowcase every month for?
Yeah, that way they had a clean one at least once.
At least she knows they are. But you know, a little love from mom when they lay their head at night, or grandma.
Right, and you know what? Big kids like corny things too. I'm just saying.
And the little ones do. My grandkids love these too. Sometimes we put them in Easter baskets in lieu of.
Right.
Of course, they have candy, but maybe not quite so much. And then this one is a springtime one. This is from Shine On.
Fun.
This will make you happy, ready for spring.
And we have them ready. They're actually already cut the sizes you need.
They are
so
pre-cut.
you're ready to sew and go.
And the pattern's in there?
And the pattern is in there.
So, they are. These you can make in minutes. Truly, you can. You know what? I
need some new ones.
I should have a tally of how many pillowcases I've made in the last 10 years. Oh my gosh. Well, 15 actually.
And they're still going strong.
They really are.
But you know, it's always fun to have something fresh.
It is. It is fun to have new things. All right. The next thing is, these are new. I'm not going to take them out of the packages, but maybe I'll do this. Maybe I'll get to the close-up camera. Look at these.
So we have masks with dogs.
Dogs and cats masks. These are really fun. These are from our friends at Moda.
And they have nice soft elastics to go around your ear and the adjustable straps.
They do. Very nice. So cats and dogs.
And a wire on the nose too to help with the blast flow.
And you can have a filter in here. You know, I really don't want to have to be wearing these so much more, but I know we have to wear them for quite some time yet. So you might as well get a cat or a dog one.
Get something fresh for your face.
And one that you don't always have to make now. Thankfully, Joy and her daughter, Alyssa, make all of mine. They are so very sweet.
And come summer, we'll have some patriotic ones.
That's right. We will have some black, red, white, and blue. Red, white, and blue ones for the summer. Okay, the next thing is the April Kimber Club. We have our ladies working on that, and I'm going to let you hold those up because I do have a picture of it here somewhere.
So if you have not participated in Kimber Club, it is fill in the blank. The blank simply means the item that Kimber sends for the design to be stitched out on. Included in your membership is the blank and the design, which is emailed to you the week of club. And then
it has, this is the little embellishment kit.
That's part of it.
Oh no, this time it's the blank because there wasn't so much that we added to the embellishment kit, but there is one of their wool felt balls or whatever, that Kendra is going to show you how to make a fun zipper pull with this. And we've got the pieces of glitter in the fabric, and then we put in a small spool of Orfil thread for everybody this time too. So this time it's just $15 for everything.
And Pine Needles is throwing in the embellishment kit this time.
Right. You don't have to order that separately. But this is a amethyst colored, they say amethyst. That's not quite purple enough for me, but velveteen bag.
Yes.
And it has the zipper already in there. And this is something kind of new.
It is.
And Kendra will take you step by step through club. So for sure, we've sold quite a few of these. We don't have a whole lot left.
Right.
And it is club. Not next week, but the week over. Yep. So that's the newest Kimber Club. Excited about that.
Anyone can watch that. It's live on this Facebook page that we're broadcasting on. If you miss it, you can see it underneath the video section.
It is. All right. So I'm sure you've been noticing this beautiful quilt behind us. This is called Waves, and this is from my friend Terry Skrabonic, who is from Bryant, Texas, and this is part of the group too. There's a few different ones, but that we do the round robin, and once a month I get a quilt from somewhere else, and mine goes to all of theirs. But this is hers from Bryant, Texas, and I love this. I think this is a great, fun little summer quilt. It would be great for kids, tweens, car quilt, just one of those fun things. But that's is hers.
You can put you down.
Thank you. I just can't remember everything.
So in other words, Susie's probably not going to be my co-host because we need somebody to monitor
I
our
know.
actions.
Well, because they tell us what to do. Thank you so very much. Yeah, you really couldn't see this. Anyways, what's really exciting about this, and I do have a little board
Do I need
here.
to hold this for you?
You do need to
Marcia?
hold this, and let's make sure they can see what's going on here. I need to take a couple things off. And these. All right. So don't pay any attention to this down here. This has nothing to do with this quilt here. So as you can see, it goes down with the different colors. And what it uses is this Kona.
Do you need to lower it or can you reach it?
I think we can see better. Let's turn it this way.
Okay.
And I still can see. I think I can see. No, I can't see. Okay. These are 40, these are charm squares. These are Kona cotton solids, 5-inch charm pack, 41 5-inch squares in here. This, believe it or not, will do this entire quilt.
What?
Yes!
I can't believe it.
But then you also need a background fabric, and the background is 3 3/4 yards of background, which she used a cute little
polka dot.
a little black dot on white. I absolutely love it. But how you make this is so pretty amazing. So you're going to have these. You're going to have your charms already, or you can use scraps. You could cut your own 5-inch squares. But this is the old method where you put the right sides together of 2 charms, and then you draw down here, and then we're going to sew down both sides of where the mark is, 1/4 inch away from the mark. So you end up with 2 of these. So we have a whole bunch of those. And like I said, each one of these, each charm makes 4 of the actual blocks. So we have these, and then again, you're going to take one of these that has the mark on it, and you're going to put that down this way. And then again, you're going to sew, just like we did up here, we're going to sew here and here on each side, 1/4 of an inch away from those. And then what you're going to get is something that looks like this. Now I cut this apart and I trimmed one of them. So when it's all said and done, you're going to get a whole bunch of these that measure 4 inches. Now, as you can see, because when we sewed these together, this no longer is a 5-inch square. So when we laid our 5-inch square on top of this one, and I will show you that, you can kind of see fairly well that it does not match up, because this isn't a 5-inch square anymore. Doesn't really matter, because you're going to sew down here, and then it's going to end up like this. So it's going to look like this. This one has already been trimmed, but you can take, this is the ruler that is featured. This is the Creative Grids. This is the 4-in-1 triangle ruler. Now this is a pretty amazing ruler, I will have to say, because it has...
Yes, it's my favorite.
Well, it is a little different. It has where you can use strips to make half square triangles, or you can use big squares. The other thing it has on here is the slots. If you're one that likes to draw your line where you're supposed to sew, there's an open slot in here where you can draw your lines where you're supposed to sew from the center. You can make 1/4 squares, half square triangles with this. This is an awesome ruler. Now, last night when I was making this little chart for this, guess what I forgot here at the store? I forgot this ruler. Now this is an awesome ruler, but I'm going to tell you, you can also use this set of rulers. These are the Nifty Notions Quilt for a Cure rulers. We've been talking about these for a year. And actually what happens when you do this, when you trim up this one, you have it folded like this, and you just line this up. I think this one was to the, you'll have to follow the pattern. If you use this one, I think it was the 3-inch, and this one I think was the 3.5-inch, because this one has the seam allowance on it too. But what you do is you line it up on the line like that, and then you trim here and here. So you don't have to open up your block and trim on all 4 sides. So this saves you a ton of time. So that's exactly what I did here.
Light bulbs are going on.
I know. It's amazing. I've not seen this way of doing it before. So then, then I just trimmed on these 2 sides, and it came out exactly a perfect 4-inch square for this. And voila. Now, we have these available in the store, and we have about 20 sets of these left. Now, this is $22.99, and it's worth its weight, $22.99. You can do a ton of things. This set of rulers, I'm not going to demo the whole thing, but this set of rulers can do this, but it is also a half square triangle that makes wonderful half square triangles. We have a quilting quickie that shows how to use this set of rulers too.
I'm going to go big again.
I am big.
Oh, I'm just small behind here.
Hide behind there. You behave back here.
Anyways,
this one is a quarter square, half square. So you can make the quarter squares. You can make a ton of half squares. You can make, I'll let you pick that up. Go ahead. Can you get that?
Yep.
And then you can make a lot of this, also the 2 rulers together. This is a flying goose. You can make a ton of those. And here's a little 6-inch block that I made using these rulers too. So either set, choose whichever you want. This set happens to be on sale. It's $19.99 for this set, and it's on sale today for $12.99. Some of you, if you've been with Joy and I for a while, you probably already have the set.
But you probably need 2 or 3 more.
Right. However, the way of making those and trimming was a great new tip for me.
Right.
Because sometimes, if you're going to use a charm pack, I am a good one for using these rulers and cutting the strips and then cutting the half strips. But if you're going to be using these, you really have to do that down the center method.
Right.
And so instead of having, you oversize them, but only having to trim this, instead of having to trim all 4 sides, is pretty neat. So anyways, we have the patterns, and we have these to make. And when you line these up on here, it's just, so each one of these is going to make 4 of these blocks because we're cutting them all apart. So then you just flip them around. The instructions are good. And you can make this with the colors going all the way around, just like these are. Or this would be really cute with scraps too.
It would be. I'm inspired.
If a person had a bunch of leftover of these here, who has leftover of them?
Not me.
Anyways, this is really cute. It's a fun little quilt, I think, for anyone. Absolutely. It'd be a great baby quilt. It'd be a great toddler quilt. And we have this backing too,
which is very fun and colorful,
that she used as well.
So, and that is a wide good, 108 inches wide.
Yep, we do have that in the store as well. So she also used it. It really ties the whole thing together on the binding as well.
It does.
So that is our demo for today. That was a fun one.
That was fun.
I need to either sleep at the store or bring the store home with me at night, because always, I don't know. I am kind of last minute here and there. Not always.
She's not.
But last night I thought, because I knew this was easy, so I thought, well, I'm going to do my demo, but this was on my desk. But those other rulers worked equally as well.
We have a few things going on.
Absolutely.
All right. How about the chance to win that gift certificate for trivia?
Yes.
All right. What's
Let's
our question
do our
for
trivia
today, Marcia?
question. Let me find it here.
So get your answering fingers ready.
And we shall open it up. Which batting is best to use for machine quilting? 100% cotton, 100% polyester, or an 80-20 blend? First one to answer correctly and get it in on Susie's computer is going to be our winner, and she will let us know who the winner is. And remember, everybody's computer speeds are a little bit different, so sometimes if you think you won, it's however it comes in across to her computer. So again, which batting is best to use for machine quilting? 100% cotton, 100% poly, or an 80-20 blend? I'm going to take that down. So when we have a winner, Susie's going to come and let us know.
Okay.
All right, so our Wednesday special, we have been featuring fat quarter packs. If you want to hand me those ones over there.
Oh gosh.
Can you reach them?
I can, without dropping things on the
This
table.
is our fat quarter pack for this time. And guess what? We have a winner, and her name is Jane Evers. So
Hey,
yay!
Jane.
Congratulations, Jane. You are a trivia winner for a $10 gift certificate. Way to go. The answer is 100% cotton. And the reason is because it shifts less, and cotton fibers also kind of adhere to each other, so they do not produce that extra drag on the feed dogs. The next best choice would be the 80-20 blend, because it's still 80% cotton and 20% polyester. Sometimes it adds that little bit of fluff that you might want. And then, of course, the man-made polyester, it's really slippery and shiny, and it can do its own thing. So there you have it. You learned something new today.
There we have it, yes.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm just saying, these are, of course, speak to my heart right now. I have a quilting process with reds, not these
These are
reds.
called Really Red. This is a pack of 6 fat quarters this time. And I will show you what we have. I love these. These are kind of a little bit old-fashioned,
But they're modern, too.
but not terribly. And they would just be great in your stash. Just 6 this time. Aren't they pretty?
They're very pretty.
Love them, love them, love them. You want to touch them?
Of course I want to touch them. So soon, my mom is sending me an embroidered red work piece that she's hand embroidered, and I need some of these to finish, I think, around the edges of that project.
So the fun thing is
There's
that
a special price.
there is. The price on these is $21, and it's $15.99 for this beautiful set of Really Red fat
And
quarters.
feel free to order 2 sets if you need more.
Absolutely. They are limited in quantity, but we have quite a few.
Right.
I don't really know how many we have.
Okay.
Yes, now, oh yes, let's talk
This
about
isn't
that
on your
really
list.
quick. No, I didn't, but I'm going to. I have a picture here for it. So, for those of you that were lucky enough to get in on the pantry, this
Pine
is
Needles
the
Pantry.
Pine Needles Pantry. This is our,
March. April. What month are we on? April special. We've had a lot of fun going.
the sell down has done.
We made the kits in March, but we sent them to you on April 1st. So there we are. There's our April Fool's joke continuing on. Anyway,
Okay.
this is April
This
Pantry.
is April all month long.
And of course, I think we made it in February. So there we have it.
Made it in January.
Oh, yeah, we
when
did.
were up there at the lake. Anyways, this is the beautiful table runner, and it's made with
Springbrook.
Springbrook Fabrics by Moda. This is a brand new line, and we have used, you included in your pantry pack was this hopscotch pattern by our good friend Doug Lico.
Yes.
Lico.
Right, first time.
Oh, I'll never get his name right. But anyways, this is your kit this time. It includes everything to make the top.
Yes, and the binding. But your binding is actually more fun. We didn't have
Yeah,
the multicolor on hand.
It is the multicolor binding. It is the stripe, but it's got all of the colors on it. So I just love this. This speaks so fresh and clean. You can buy the pattern. The pantry, of course, are all gone. It uses a charm pack too. I don't know if we have any charm packs left.
We do have some charm
Do we?
packs.
So-
And you could make this out of any charm pack. So if you are not a part of our pantry, certainly get the pattern.
It's a great pattern, and it really was a quick sew as well too.
Right.
So that is our Pinecone Pantry. And for those of you who have been asking, and I know I talked about opening it up again, once I spoke to the people that have to do the mechanics behind the scenes and everything,
Like me and some others.
we really can't, because it's a 6-month program, and if we opened it up again, we would have to.
It would
It
get
would
out of
mess up
sync.
our syncing. But the new one is starting. We're a month off, so it'd be starting in August.
Yes.
So we'll be taking sign-ups probably in June sometime for the next 6 months, and it'll go August through January because we skipped a month because of the shipping debacle.
I know, and so
Yeah,
now
we
we're
couldn't
still
get
crossing our fingers for the next one. But
Exactly, we are. So that is Pine Needles Pantry. That is the... Oh, is it the April project?
It is the April project.
April project. All right, so the next thing we have to show is I'm going to get rid of some of this stuff because Joy is going to show you.
So first I'm going to talk about when you're moving things. We had somebody make us these amazing trim bins. Some of the Baby Lock sergers do not have trim bins that attach to the front of their sergers, and they come in some fun different colors. So if you have a Triumph or an Ovation and some other models, we have trim bins available in 4 colors. We have white, hot pink, teal, and gold available for you to add to your serger. They are all one color on our website, so if you want a specific color,
I know, I think she put them in on colors today.
Oh, good. Okay.
But they are also not just for the Ovation, the Triumph. They're also for the other down that we have. I think we have for 4 different sets of models.
Right.
So if you have a Baby Lock serger, you may want to come in and get one of these because it really is pretty cool.
That way they don't fall in your lap. But I'm going to lead into furniture in a minute. So I'm going to give you the Triumph. So
this month is April, and what does April also mean?
It is National Serger Month, and I absolutely love my serger. I've had one since 1989. I was a newlywed. My husband gave me my very first one, and I put tons of miles on it.
And then you gave it to Alyssa.
Then I gave it to my daughter, who's made all these masks.
And she put tons of miles on it, too.
And now it's retired.
Finally,
it's retired. It's done.
Finally went to pasture.
It went to pasture, yes. But what I want to talk to you about is the amazing Baby Lock Triumph serger today. Are you going to
I am going to put it in.
focus me?
Right on you. Hello.
So the Triumph, excuse me, but let me help you out here. Maybe you put,
Oh, it's this way.
so the Triumph is an air threading serger from Baby Lock. What makes this an amazing serger among the 8 threads up here is there's a very wide opening here, Marcia. So this gives you lots of wide creative space to do larger projects that you might need to roll up to get the seam in. It is an 8 thread serger. It is cover stitch and overlock. Overlock are the seams that put things together. Cover stitch are the things that can finish seams. So for example, on my dress, I wore it actually on purpose. You can't see my seam. But if you ever see twin needle stitching on a garment with nice finished edge behind, that is done by a machine that is cover stitch. No cutting happens, but you get a hemming seam on the top and you get a finished seam underneath, so you get a nice finished look. Now this one has 8 threads, so there's almost 90 some combinations of thread stitches. The wave stitch, which I didn't bring in, is kind of a fun little decorative edge that you can add as a binding on a baby blanket if you wish, but it brings the bottom thread up to the top in a nice wave function. This machine can do that. This is an example. I don't think you can see it on screen, but there's finished stitches here and top stitches there. And you can see kind of on the back here how that all works out. But that can be used as a decorative element. You can also piece with a cover stitch machine because you can put the chain stitch on and put those tiny threads that we talked about, Deco Bob, last week in your serger and use it. We're featuring Isocore Thread on this machine. It's polyester, lint-free, and it comes in 453 shades, and it's absolutely phenomenal for using on the serger. This has a wonderful inspiration guide that can lead you through all this fun. But what makes this serger amazing, in addition to all the things that it can do stitch-wise, it has fun accessory feet. And some of you who follow us on the Pine Needles Peeps page have seen miles and miles of mask binding on. That was done on a Triumph with a binding attachment. I used it to make straps, but you can also use it to actually put a binding on a project. So this is the Triumph, and with the purchase of this machine this month, we have the cabinet offered at a reduced price. It is 20% off. And the serger cabinet that goes with this machine has an opening right in this area, so you can put a garbage bag underneath and let the trim fall into that cabinet. And that cabinet will fit the Triumph and the Ovation serger stations.
And this month for Serger Month, this book is being included with every purchase of this. And this is a $170 value for this inspiration guide for the
and
Triumph.
come fall, we will have serger mastery classes. So at this time, Brave Baby Lock will provide 6 months of free sew-ed classes with any purchase of a Baby Lock machine. But here at Pine Needles, we will also have mastery class come fall. So
exactly. And
stay tuned.
If you would like to get one for half price, would you like to get a Triumph for half price?
You can purchase the Baby Lock Solaris, and the Solaris that we have on hand is the first model, but we are including both upgrades to make it into that Solaris 2. And then you get this gorgeous baby for half off. What a steal of a deal.
Only 2 to go around.
Only 2 to go around, that's right.
Oh, you forgot to show that?
I did. Okay, so this is a knee lift that allows you to put your presser foot up so you can manipulate your project at the foot so that you can easily make adjustments as you sew, which is very handy.
Okay, very good. I'm going to just have you push that over a little bit.
And then
it is auction quilt time, and we've got.
And one of these days, I'm going to bring the scissors in for us.
Before we do this, though, I do want you to be watching soon. So very, very soon, I want you to be watching your mailbox, because you're going to get a very special postcard from us, and it's got some good things on it, and it's got a gift for you on it as well, because we are just heading into our 10th year here in Rochester, Minnesota. So new store, heading into our 10th year. Our anniversary week is next week, the 12th through the 17th. So Monday through Saturday of next week, we're going to be celebrating 10 years, sliding into 10 years here in Rochester. Couldn't be happier. We've sent out, this is snail mail, so you would have had to been on our mailing list to get these. That will be coming to your mailbox, so you're going to want to check that out. And there's some things, and there's offers on there, but I do want to remind you that they're going to be good only next week, the 12th through the 17th, so you want to watch your mail for that as well.
Right, so should I unroll one
Absolutely, you should. See if you can get it open. Oh, this one has a bow.
Mine too.
Okay, so these
I think Alyssa tied these up after I told her she couldn't tie them so tight.
I know. Or in double knots.
So it's a twofer deal.
It is a twofer this week. And so we should have probably unrolled those and ironed them maybe a little bit, but whatever. It's springtime.
It is.
So we have this 60-degree runner in great springtime fabrics.
And
then we just have this, it's not really coordinating. It's not the same fabrics.
I know, but it's spring.
This is a Kimber quilt. And it is cute as a bug's ear. And
Kimberbell, and as we use Kimberbell fabrics, because this was actually
it's Kimberbell fabrics. Kimberbell fun summer fabrics.
Do you want this up on the table or no?
We can, so they can see what's going on. So, love the yellow polka dot bikini fabric in here. That's
bicycles
on the back. Beautifully quilted. This is just a really, really fun summer quilt that you're going to want to have. So the auction, I'll try and get the pictures taken tomorrow morning. And you can watch right here on Facebook for your chance to win. The auction is over. If the weekly email goes out on Friday, the auction will be over on Saturday at 1 o'clock. If it goes out later than that, it'll be Monday at 1 o'clock. I do want to remind you, too, that due to everybody's internet speeds and the kind of devices that they're watching on, a phone or a laptop or an iPad, that sometimes the bids that come in at the very last minute, it's when we get them here. And there was a little confusion last time. Part of it was my fault because I was in the car with my phone. But, you know, to play the game right at the very end and go up by $5 and $5, sometimes you might lose and sometimes you might win. So I just want to explain that. It's when it comes in to me, who happened to be on the road and watching on my cell phone this last time.
Yep.
So anyways, lots of fun for the auction things. I think that's about it. I think we can sew this up for today.
We sure can. Button it up.
Yeah, button it up, and here we go. So thank you again for joining us this Wednesday for the Marcia and Joy Show at Pine Needles Quilt and Sew in Rochester, Minnesota. And until next week, we will keep you in stitches. Thanks so much, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.